Good morning, YouTube. Hope everybody is doing well. Today is Tuesday, the 29th, maybe 30th of June, and as always, we're out getting some steps in. Enjoying the pissing down rain, makes a change from the scorching weather that we had. But anyways, today is a very exciting day, and we'll tell you why in a second, as you can probably tell by the title. But yeah, we have been digging, we have been working hard, we've been putting the head down and sort of entering this little bit of a dig. So food got dropped, we obviously had the low days implemented, cardio got reintroduced to 5x30, and steps brought up to 15,000 on both training days and rest days. So yeah, pushing hard. Body weight hasn't really changed a huge amount, still sort of sitting around 173 to 174, but starting to see new detail coming through, and it's just a matter of being both assertive but also very patient. Assertive in being aggressive with what we're doing, but understanding that the new lows aren't just going to come every single day, because they're going to be carrying a lot more inflammation, a lot more fatigue, which I do feel. But we are being rewarded today, because we've got the first high day of prep, and we've got 500 grams of carbs going in, with steps dropped down to 10,000, and then we're going for a little bit of another high day tomorrow, but it is a rest day, so it is just going to be a little bit more moderate in terms of the carbohydrates. It's just going to be 375 grams. So yeah, 500 carbs going in today. A little bit of a D output. Cardio also removed from today and tomorrow, although I didn't have it today. I've just realised cardio's been removed from tomorrow. I think I've got a bit of water on my lens. I'll fix that. I think I fixed it. Yeah, so high day going in today on a leg day. Going to be a fantastic day, but I think this is definitely needed. I've been pushing, I've been struggling a wee bit, both physically and mentally, and it's just time that we sort of fill up the tank a little bit and pull back to then push on. So I will obviously show you the meals from today. We checked in with Tim this morning. I'll maybe pop some photos up from that. Checked in, like I said, seeing little bits of new detail, just carrying a lot of inflammation, a lot of fatigue. Glutes and hams just being very stubborn, more specifically glutes. I just naturally carry so much more body fat around there, but we knew that anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to head to the shop now to pick up some stuff for today. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy this high day, the output leg day video. Okay guys, we're back from steps. We've been to the shop, we've got everything that we need. Couldn't get egg white, so I'm having to do the old school, crack the egg and take the yolk out. But we've got the spinach, we've got well, it's not actually spinach, it is a mixed salad, but there's spinach in it, so I'm going to just take the spinach out, because they didn't have it out yet, because it is still pretty early. I think it's like, yeah, about 7 o'clock. But we've got spinach, we've got sourdough, and we're just getting everything ready for the first meal, and also post-workout. So post-workout, if I take you along, as my sourdough is popped, post-workout meal, we've got 150 grams of the caramel biscuit, cream of rice going in. Phenomenal. I'll probably just make this a little bit lower volume than what I usually do, just because I typically do a 4-to-1 ratio. So I'm multiplying the number by 5, and that will be my total of liquid and cream of rice. And if I do that with 500, or no, if I do that with 150, I'll end up with 750 grams of food. Don't really want that, even though it is post-workout and I could get away with it. So I'm probably going to make this with a smaller ratio, just to protect the gut, protect the vacuum in the midsection. But yeah, I'm going to start making this cream of rice. I'll cook my rice after my first call at 8 or half 8. But yeah, I'll make my cream of rice now. I'll obviously make my first meal and show you what that is. But yeah, boys, I didn't realise how much I actually needed this and wanted this. Oh, it's going to be good. It's like that clip from Come Down With Me. But anyways, we've got the cream of rice made. So tried to make this with like a 2-to-1 sort of ratio. Didn't work, so I ended up being about 3-to-1. So we've got 150 grams of cream of rice with 450 mils of fluid. So still pretty high volume, but like post-workout this won't be an issue to eat. So I will put this in the freezer to let it cool down. And that's going to be absolutely sensational. So we've used the Gym by JP caramel biscuit, cream of rice, 10 out of 10, absolutely phenomenal. Probably, I would say it's my favourite cream of rice. And as always, Pistol Nutrition, you can get it there, Mal 10. So I'm going to put this in the freezer and then show you the first meal. I need to be very careful that I don't drop this anywhere, but we've got 100 grams of egg whites, 50 grams of spinach, 125 grams of sourdough, and then 2 whole eggs. So protein has been pulled down in this meal and also across the day. We don't need to be having more protein, prioritizing carbohydrates. Fat is staying exactly the same. Salt is staying the same, 9 grams of pink salt, 3 grams of low salt. But this is going to be absolutely sensational. The one thing, it's going to sound mental, the one thing I've missed doing is actually eating with my hands. Like every meal I'm eating with a fucking knife and fork or a little teaspoon. I miss eating like a caveman, like grabbing a piece of bread and just munching away at it. So I'm gonna devour this. It's gonna be like, I'm speechless. But yeah, I will put macros up on the screen. Total carbohydrates for today is 500, total calories 3,200, but I will put the individual macros for the meal up on the screen, and I will catch you for the pre-workout.
Gym, I feel like, small parts are improving here and there.
No injuries?
No, I feel good. I mean, no, like, look, I feel...
Okay, it is time for the pre-workout meal. So first 2 calls of the day all wrapped up, and a couple of check-ins done. Do have more this evening, but we've had a shower, we feel good, and we've got the pre-workout meal. So we have got 150 grams of jasmine rice. We've got 120 grams of chicken. So once again, the protein from this meal has been pulled down. So 150 grams down to 120 grams. Jasmine rice has been bumped from 100 to 150. Then we have a little bit of spinach, not as much as usual, just trying to keep food volume a little bit lower. Obviously it's a lot higher, but trying not to overdo it on the food volume, but still trying to get those micronutrients in. And then we've got 1 gram of low salt, 1 gram of low salt, 2 grams of pink salt as well. And then dessert, 20 grams of 90% dark chocolate. So this is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. I think if I had a little bit more time to prepare, and obviously I'll see how this sits and everything, but in future maybe look at keeping the rice at 100, maybe looking at adding a banana, maybe some honey, dates. But yeah, this could sit perfectly. I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever had 150 grams of rice pre-workout. So yeah, looking forward to this. Alright, I will do a debrief on the session once I'm back home, but thought I would just show you the post-workout cream of rice. So as I've shown you earlier, 150 grams of the caramel biscuit, trained by JP, cream of rice. We've got 40 grams of whey. I'm going for the Perform brownie batter one, which is very, very nice. And then we've got 100 grams of frozen blueberries, 100 grams of frozen raspberries, and an absolute carpet of cinnamon. So yeah, very much needed. Was a good session, just still feeling it, but as kind of expected, like just because I've had 125 grams of sourdough and 50 grams of rice, I'm not going to feel incredible all of a sudden. So hopefully I will start reaping the rewards after these next couple of meals. Good night's sleep, a little bit less expenditure. But I'm going to get this down, mate, and I will catch you back at the gaff. Right, boys and girls, we are back for meal number 4. We just wrapped up the Natural Physique podcast. I usually eat this meal while I'm on the podcast, but we moved the times about, so now it's 6 o'clock or 6:15, and I'm down for some food. So meal number 4 going in, nice little increase bump up in jasmine rice. So we have got 125 grams of jasmine rice, 120 grams of chicken, 50 grams of peppers, 50 grams of spinach, and 5 mils of olive oil. So I'm going to get this down me because I've got a couple of posing calls coming up very, very soon. And I still have another meal to eat after. I don't want to be cramming these meals together and eating way too late. So, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, get a podcast on for myself to listen to, and then get straight back to work. All right, guys, we are back in the kitchen for the final meal of the day, of the high day. We've got 100 and... no, just 100. We've got 100 grams of jasmine rice, 120 grams of 5% beef mince, 50 grams of peppers, 50 grams of courgette, 5 grams of olive oil, and then the remainder of my pink salt, which is just 1 gram on this meal. So it has been a very long old day. We've got a lot of work done. We've recorded a podcast, got a good session in. But yeah, now it's time to kick the feet up. So I'll probably do, this won't be the outro. I'll make a point of doing an outro where I actually talk about today's session. Might actually put that before this clip. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to eat this, get to bed, get a good night's sleep. No cardio in the morning. So I might get an extra hour, maybe. Yeah, I'd say maybe an hour extra in bed. Try and get a good night's sleep. Rest these heavy legs, which already do feel a good bit better just from dropping down some steps. So I will leave it there, guys. Alright guys, it is actually 2 days after the high day, 1 day after the non-training day high day. But I thought I would give a little wrap up on this session. So heading into the session did feel a little bit draggy still, like realistically, 125 grams of sourdough and 50 grams of rice extra. It's not going to be that quick at making a difference. And I'd still gone out in my morning walk and everything. So it was only yesterday, sort of evening time, when I was like, oh shit, like, I actually do feel really good here. So yeah, back home from upper today. But yesterday we had the rest, non-training day rest day with no cardio. Day before we had the leg day. So the leg day itself, good session, but like I said, still felt a little bit draggy. Performance was actually very, very good. That side back squat press is feeling really, really good at the minute. Hack squat as well, feeling really nice. I've slightly adjusted the resistance profile on that, so that's the beauty of the prime pieces. But that prime hack squat, I was able to sort of move the pin and the band down a little bit more, so it's giving me a little bit more help coming through that mid-range. Especially with doing it paused as well, I found I was like dying out of rep before I maybe should actually feel. So adjusted that, and 5 plates moving very, very well now. So very pleased with that. Body weight over the last couple of days has been very stable. So we actually woke up the day after 500 carbs, exact same body weight, 173.5. This morning woke up 173.75. So that's probably a good sign that there's been a little bit of fullness gained after having near 900 grams of carbs. But also a good shift in fatigue, good shift. So feeling very good now. We've got the session in, we've done cardio today. Cardio was an absolute breeze. Post-workout felt a lot fresher. Felt like I had a pretty good pump as well. So things are all moving in the right direction. But anyways, I am going to leave the video there. I've actually just had a very exciting phone call at the minute, which I will tell you about in another video. Big things coming. But yeah, I will leave the video there. I need to get everything ready for traveling this weekend to the Two Bros MK Coaching Classic. And I've got some posing calls tonight, and I still have all the food to get sorted. So I will wrap up the video there. As always, I appreciate everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the high day. Hopefully you enjoyed the leg day as well. If you did enjoy it, drop a like, subscribe. Story tags, always appreciated. And if you do want to get anything from Pit Stop, use code Matt10. They have just released the brand new watermelon Rise and Shine flavour. And there is also something coming out. I don't know when this video is going to be out, so I'm not going to say anything, but there's a pre-workout coming out available at Pit Stop that is very, very good. So keep your eyes peeled. But anyways, I will leave it there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.